Hello, welcome to the spring PERT testing training. Before we get started, you will need to register your site as a testing location. In order to ensure that your testing event is ready and we have a direct line to those managing the event, navigate to the Google link below and complete the form. The information provided to us on this form will better assist us if your parents need to contact our office. To begin, from a Chrome web browser, log in to the college.measuredsuccess.com site. This is the login screen. This screen should be up and ready for students taking the assessment. You will also notice the arrow in the center of the page that shows you where there is a sample test. Students can come here ahead of time and practice if they so choose. After students log in with the test tickets that we have provided for them, the student will then be asked to accept the College Success Online License Agreement. It's important to remember that if a student clicks decline here, they will be taken out of the browser and will have to log in again. After accepting the online user agreement, the student will then see this screen. You will notice that PERT Math is listed here by the first arrow, and that is the test the students should be taking. Students will be instructed to enter the access key by you in the bottom of the screen. The student's access key will be listed on their test ticket provided for them. Once the student enters exactly as it appears on the ticket, the access key, the student must actually click Submit. If they click Enter, the test will not work. After the student has successfully submitted the access key, they will see the Student Privacy Policy screen. Please direct the students to read the College Success Student Privacy Policy. Give them time to read it, and then once they have read it, they need to select I have read this policy. After the students have read the privacy policy, they will be directed to the next screen, which is Welcome to College Success. Please provide them an opportunity to read this information and then click Next. After clicking Next on the welcome screen, students will see the directions for answering multiple choice questions. Students should read over this screen, allow a couple minutes so they are aware of how to answer the questions. Once they are comfortable, they can select Start Test Session. After clicking the Start Test Session from the prior screen, the students will be directed to the specific PERT exam they will be taking. For your students, they will be taking the PERT Math test. There will be 30 questions on this test, and they are told to read each question carefully and mark the correct bubble near their answer choice. This test is computer adaptive. There is no back button. As soon as a student selects a choice and moves forward, they cannot go back and change their response. Again, this is computer adaptive, which means that the next item on their test is based on how they answered the item they just left. Therefore, they cannot go back. Please make sure your students understand this. They will only see 30 questions on test day, and they cannot go back. Once students have read this screen, please instruct them to start test session. It is also important to remind students ahead of time that they cannot bring a handheld calculator with them on the test day. This test can only use a calculator on specific items. There is a calculator icon available for students to use if it is a calculator item. You will notice where the red arrow is what the icon looks like. If this icon appears at an item, then the students can click on it and the calculator window will open. This is the calculator they will be allowed to use on only those allowable items. If a student has a calculator or a smartphone or a smartwatch or anything else that they could potentially use as a calculator, their test will be invalidated. Please remind students that once they have finished taking the test and they have answered their 30th item, that they will also have to click Next. If they get to this screen and do not click Next, their test will remain in open status. A test that remains in open status will eventually be purged. So please remind students that when they get to this screen that they click Next in order to send their test off for scoring. They will receive a thank you message once they have done so. Built within the system are pop-up menus which may happen and attempt to alert a student of their score. This is not an official score report. We have disabled this as to avoid any confusion or misunderstanding about the PERT math results. Our office will return the official score reports to private schools on or before June 1st. This will include a list of all scores and letters home to parents. It is very important that you remind parents that these are the official letters about a PERT test score. These letters need to be brought to the Hillsborough County Public School of Enrollment in the fall. We are here to help you by phone or email Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:45 p.m. If you are testing earlier than that or later than that, we've also included McCann, the vendors, information so you can contact them. If you have any questions, please feel free to call us. We are here to help. Thank you and have a great testing event.